Hey RogueTech fans, today we've got Heretek. This is the Warhammer 40k based Flashpoint and it's awesome. It's also the one where we meet the Baneblade and it has an unlock. It unlocks the Phoenix Hawk's PHX-IIC-LAM 3. Okay, that's quite a lot to say, but that is the really important Phoenix Hawk. It's the one that carries the BA Bay that allows you to use three battle armors loaded onto the single mech, and they're protected inside a bay, so it's a brilliant unlock. Right, there are no consecutive deployments, there are some really tough little missions, and you also pick up some Space Marines, or Space Marines to not quite call them the same, and yeah, it's good fun. So let's see what we're up against. Okay, so as you can see, we have unidentified units that keep screaming for the glory of the Emperor. Oh, I actually used to work for Games Workshop, so it's like I love this mission. The Baneblade that we meet is actually Lady Electo's actual Baneblade that she's copied into the game, even down to the little decals on it. So look out for that in the last mission. Right, so are they Cretan rebels? No, different Emperor, I think. Yeah, so what we're up against: powered armors, tanks, Leman Russ, Predators, Space Marines. Actually, they've done them really well. The Leman Russ in particular are nasty. They've got a one-shot missile in this that are just... you've got to take them out of action quick. Right, so what are we up against? We'll eventually go through this, so yeah, just read along if you want to. And then, I think for most of these I'm going to drop fairly tough units. First thing we're up against then, it looks like we're ambushing a convoy. I can't remember this. Do we have... Of course, yeah, tanks. Yeah, Leman Russ and Predator tanks. It makes sense. It's also one of the highest paying flashpoints in the game. So, let's drop. Right, as you can see, Heretek is rated pretty high for a flashpoint. When you think most of them are like green skull, so somewhere between difficulty 1 and 10, this is actually all the way up at difficulty... I can't count this morning. I need another coffee quite clearly. Difficulty 17. So we've got 3.5 red skulls. Like I said, I really can't count this morning. Far too early in the morning. As ever, I'm going to negotiate high salvage, but in particular, really important for this flashpoint because it is so high paying. Even the normal missions, you get a decent amount of salvage that is worth a lot when you scrap it. When you get to the Baneblade, I'm going to show you how to farm it, and you can get literally hundreds of millions of C-bills worth of salvage, and I'm not joking. Let's see how much I managed to get for that last mission. Right, so no consecutives. First mission we're taking 7 salvage, and I might even take Blaine along because then I get extra salvage, but I don't know, I've got much better pilots. Right, so let's decide what we're going to use. Okay, for this mission I've decided to drop with all 3 of my new wishes, so lots of lasers because it's a nice cold environment in the polar, and I'm also taking a black rose with a pair of railguns. Have I picked the right one? I always do this. I pick the one I want, and it's always the standard one. I actually want the one with the clan railguns because that's the one that's got my snafu. So where's the other one? There it is. Let's switch them over. Okay, let's drop.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Okay, here we go. We're dropping into the polar climate. We're up against a convoy of, as I was saying, Leman Russ, Predators, and probably some Space Marines too. Oh yes, this map. We've done this one before. We've seen the same map in a number of other flashpoints. As ever, the convoy will be coming up the hill here. We might have reinforcements up this way, so... Let's see what else we've got. Once the destroyed vehicles. Yeah, we're never going to go to the extract point. We're just going to finish them off. Okay. At the moment we can't see any of them, so that's fine. We get an extra bonus turn. I think what we'll do is we will run straight up to the ledge. I no longer switch on my VDNIs. As I said last flashpoint, it's all been changed. Every single turn you have it active, that's a 1% chance of injuring your pilot. So it's always best not to. Now the funny thing is I've been using Svelte on most of my missions, and because Svelte has the lovely ability that means that both your own mechs and the enemies and for the moment vehicles, BA, everything, can potentially fall over when you sprint. I've actually become really reluctant to sprint, and I almost automatically put them into move there, just so they didn't fall. But of course, Svelte's not here in this mission, so I'm safe. It's alright. Honestly, it's like some sort of PTSD from falling over. Alright, we'll just run up as well with the railgun. I'm just going to zoom in on the next turn once they've had a go, because these are lovely little models. Here they are. So I'll let them have a couple of turns move first. Now, of course, I do have the advanced laser AMS, so that's really useful at stopping the one-shot missiles that the Leman Russ and the Predators can fire. I mean, what we've got some normal mechs that you would anticipate, plunderers, demolishers, and so on. But the ones that are more important are the little 40k ones, and they are beautiful models that have been great. Ooh, that was what I was looking out for.
Took a hard hit there.
I think that was one of the Leman Russ, wasn't it, firing its missile? You can see it's done quite a lot of damage. Right, so let's have a zoom in and have a quick look at these guys. And there it is, look at that beautiful little Leman Russ, its little decal sitting there on its turret. I mean, it's exactly like the model. Now, my little brother, he actually works for Games Workshop still, and he does make a lot of the models, but he's mostly done Titans and some of the Eldar tanks and so on. So he works for Forge World, and if you're a 40k fan, you've probably seen some of his stuff. Right, so let's have my turn. Let's see what we can start taking out of action. There are no Space Marines in this particular mission, which is a shame, because the Space Marines are an amazing battle armor. Why do I say that? It's really simple. They've got chainswords, and chainswords mean that battle armors increase their damage in melee. Not for swarming, it doesn't seem. I've never seen any evidence of swarming increased damage, but when it comes to kicking, well, actually using melee weapons, they really hurt. I mean, you can bump up the damage for a gnome, for example, to 150 melee damage. That's a 6.5 ton unit, sorry, 7.5 ton unit that can go and hit a mech for 150 damage. How crazy is that? And if you get hold of one of the Nephilim, one of the 12 ton unit BA, you can get over 200 points of damage from a single hit. I mean, it's just worth getting the Space Marines just for their chainswords, because yeah, there's nothing else like it in the game that you can add to battle armors. As far as I know, all of the other battle armor stuff, it's just ranged weaponry. It doesn't add damage to melee, but if anyone spots anything that can add damage to melee, I would love to know. Please tell me. I am putting Phantom on, and I'm spreading out a little bit, because obviously we've seen how nasty these AEs. It doesn't matter too much for the new wishes, because they'll pretty much heal up, but the poor old Black Rose does not have any hard gel, so it will not heal up. Right, I'm going to be in range with this guy, so I'm going to switch the compact enhanced module on. What can we shoot? We can shoot the Plunderer. What is a Plunderer? Oh, it's a pirate, one of the pirate tanks. I mean, literally, they could have been any tanks that came in their second group. As you see, I don't need the pulse module because I'm still on 99% hits. That should kill it. Okay, it's got quite tough armour. It has not burst through that armour with 300 point hits. Okay, there comes one of the little Predators. We've got Leman Russ now. That Leman Russ is firing. Yep. The last mission, we're up against quite a lot of these, plus the Predators, and plus the Baneblade. And honestly, you've got to take those Leman Russ out fast because they're nasty. A lot of people think it's the Baneblade that's the problem. It's not. Oh, there we go, another hit from them. You see what I mean? If it wasn't an ice world, I would be in real trouble from overheating it, and my new wishes are really good at handling heat. I can only get the one in range at the moment for the Black Rose, so I think I'm going to reserve just in case we can get the other one in range.
Waiting for my opening.
Seems a shame to miss out on the chance on killing two at once.
Commander.
Right, so even more spreading out with my units. The new issue B with its high blazes is coming over to the edge here. What have we got? I think, I mean, you can see the Predators have got the Hunter-Killer missiles, but it's the Leman Russ. Oh, the Leman Russ have also got Hunter-Killer and Sniper Artillery. That's why they're dangerous. I remember now. And they also have unique weaponry. I mean, it's representative of the stuff that's actually on the models. So heavy bolters, laser cannons. We've got the autocannon obviously for the main tank, well, plus the sniper artillery for the main turret, and heavy bolters. They're all really quite nice weaponry actually. I mean, it gives you something totally unique that you don't normally get to use. So I'm going to take out the Leman Russ because, as I said, they're just the most dangerous.
Affirmative.
And I've still not burst through that one's armour either. Okay, this is starting to get a little bit concerning now. Right. Why can't he get him in range? Surely, there we go. If I go, oops, if I move to here by sprinting across, we've already activated Phantom. Okay, I'm going to actually put my laser pulse module because you can see we're only on 78% chance to hit, so let's boost it up to 99%.
Say goodbye.
And I still missed with one of them. It increases the accuracy of lasers, and it also reduces the amount of evasion pips that are taken into account with accuracy. So honestly, the laser pulse modules, you can get them from the Lament 3L, are absolutely brilliant. I want to take out this Leman Russ, but again the accuracy is low, so make sure we put on both the VDNI and pulse module. Takes it up to 91%. Damage is only 51, but we don't have a. We do have quite a bit of armor still to punch through, but yeah, we might do it. There we go. I think that one's down. So the first Leman Russ is taken out of action. One down, just 7 to go. This is actually a really slow. Oh no, I did kill 2 on the first turn, didn't I? It's a fairly slow mission at the moment. I mean, normally when you're against tanks in a convoy, you can take them out pretty darn fast. Now I think, because I'm about to take out 2 of the actual convoy, we might have reinforcements arrive. And I think that's when we might see our first Space Marines.
Confirmed.
Warning. Enemy reinforcements detected.
Yep, enemy reinforcements are in. And I think they're at the top of the hill above me. There they are. What have we got? We've got, ooh, another Predator, another Leman Russ, and I don't see the 4th at the moment, so that's probably a Space Marine. Okay, so we need to take those out quite quick as well, because otherwise we're going to have missiles coming in from both sides.
Aye, aye.
Right. Looks like I can only hit the 1 from here, can't I? Oh no, we do have 4 tanks. There we go. What's the other one? It's another Predator. I wonder if I can move my rail gun to get more into line of sight. No. I think what we're going to have to do though, because we've got to take them out, because those hunter-killer missiles are nasty. I've only got 75% accuracy. It's a little bit wasteful firing too, but you know, it's a 1 in 4 chance of missing with each one, so at least this massively increases my chance of destroying that Predator. I hit with both, but that's fine. It's about as dead as you can get.
Acknowledged.
What else can we do? We can still shoot some of the stuff down the hill, or we could move across. I did see, there we go. If we go to this spot here,
Roger.
we can take out one of the Leman Russ. It's rear targeted. If I put my laser pulse module on, we should have 100% accuracy. The rear armor's pretty low, you see. Let's see if we can get. I should have probably done an aim shot. Oh, it's down. There we go. One of the Leman Russ at the top of the hill is out of action. Excellent. Oh, and the other one's taken it. That's fine. We shot the hunter killer out of the air. Obviously, the other Leman Russ does still have its artillery cannon, so got to be a bit careful there. Have you noticed? If you've got 3 units that have got really good armour and repair, they always go for the one that doesn't. It makes sense. I mean, hell, I'd do the same if I was them. You've got to try and take out the thing that you can actually beat, right? It's just I really wish it wasn't my poor new Wisher. Sorry, my poor Black Rose. Just target the new Wisher, guys. It's fine. Okay, we're going to aim at this Demolisher. I don't know if we're going to punch through an armour, but we'll give it a go. It looks like it's down.
It's time to bug out.
Right, that's all 4 of the convoy gone. We've got rid of 2 of the reinforcements. We've got rid of 2 of the main convoy guards, so just 4 units left.
Commander?
I'm gonna, yeah, again moving across. Now obviously this one is inside cover, so it's not going to be as easy to take out because we're going to have reduced accuracy and reduced, oh crikey, that is massively reduced accuracy.
Firing on target.
Next turn I'm sure we'll be able to punch through its armour. So we've got the Predator, was it? No, it's another Leman Russ. Oh, there we go. Its sniper cannon has hit straight on top of us.
Took a heavy hit there.
I mean, I'm not too worried. Again, the damage is going to be repaired because the new Wishers are really good at repairing their own damage. And I've built them like tanks. You kind of had to. Okay, we've got that Leman Russ is now in view.
Orders.
Can we get... We can still only get the one with the Black Crows, which is a shame. Right, we'll take the Predator out. I'm going to use both shot fires again because 80%, 1 in 5 are missing, so it's just worth it. We'd have hit with both anyway, it doesn't matter. That's Predator gone, 3 left to take out. Let's sneak forward a bit, see if we can get into line of sight of some of the others next turn. What have we got? It's normally the Predators go first, there it is.
Receiving you.
Okay, I can get the Leman Russ in line of sight with my hyper lasers, so that should be a good way of taking it out of action. I'm just going to whack it into overclock just to make sure we get maximum damage on it. There it goes. It was in cover, so it was worth it because it was the third shot that actually finished it off. Right, so we've got these two at the top of the hill we need to get hold of. I'm going to turn my laser pulse module and buffered VDNI off, and we're going to start running up the hill.
Roger.
Yeah, immediately the old Kate Bush song comes to mind. Okay, here comes the Leman Russ. It's going to fire at us again. Oh, I don't like that thing. Well, I do. I like it, but not against me.
That hurt.
They're really,
Better me than Lady
really
Aurora.
nice little tanks.
Okay, that was bad.
I'll just move up to there, and then it looks like we've now got it in decent line of sight. Of course, it removes the instability that we had by only walking. The accuracy is low because the main reason this accuracy is low is because of this massive height differential. You know, if we have a look at why this is, you can see the height difference gives us a +3, and we're also shooting from a burning forest, so that's +5, I forgot about that.
Affirmative.
Ooh, good hits. It's down.
Enemy down.
Right, just one Predator left to take out of action. Looks like it's going to get one more shot at me before I finish it off. And of course it shoots my Black Rose. Oh, just a little bit of repairs after this, it'll be fine. Alright, Black Rose is going to get revenge. I'm going to again fire 2 because it's only 75%, because it is inside they're really good at using cover today. Inside some forest. Ooh. One of them hit, one of them missed, and it wasn't enough to destroy it. It survived a railgun. Okay, it was a railgun that was reduced, I suppose, but even so, it was a railgun hit it survived. That's one tough little Predator. I'm not going to use overclock mode again, because every time you do, greatly increases your misfire risk with hyper lasers. Yeah, just whenever you don't need to, don't do it. That should kill it. And it's down. And that's the end of the first mission. I think the next one, when we will definitely see some Space Marines. So, let's have a look at the salvage. Yeah, lots of alien technology.
Mission successful.
Or alternate dimension technology, perhaps. Okay, payout. We've got a little payout. 245,000, not bad, considering I was using 4 super heavies. We've not got a huge amount of damage. We've got a little bit of armour damage, a few scuffs to polish out. So they'll be back up and running in no time. So these are the... I mean, just to give you an idea, look, if we were to put a Demolisher in, it's worth 726. If we were to put a Leman Russ in, 5 million. If we were to put a Predator in, 4.8 million. And they also drop, if I remember, some decent sized engines. Let's have a look down. To give you, it's also worth checking out their weaponry, of course. This is the heavy bolter, so it's a 4-ton autocannon, 2 slots, and it's 10 times 3 damage. It's a little bit like an ultra autocannon, but with much shorter range, just 360. What else we've got? The hunter-killer missiles. So these are the one-shots that I was saying about. They do lots of damage, lots of heat. They are fairly easy to shoot out of the air, so they're not the best weaponry. And laser cannons, type of chemical laser. Only 2 tons, 1 slot, and 30 damage. Honestly, there are better weapons out there than the laser cannons, but I think the one that is particularly interesting is the heavy bolter. You know, 4 tons, 2 slots, 10 times 3. It's quite a fun little weapon, really. And what else have we got? As we yeah, we got all the artillery cannons, obviously, that they had. Plus, normally we get quite a lot of these XXL engines because every one of the tanks has got one. So I'll just take the single one of those. I don't think we've got any unusual FCS that come with them. So no, that's it. So I think all we'll do, we're just going to fill our boots with Leman Russ because they are the highest paying, plus the XXL engine. So from my picks alone, I've picked up 36 million claimed salvage. When we add in everything else, 60 million claimed salvage. Not bad for the first mission, right? Let's see what else we can get in the next mission. Right, I'm just going to repair up and obviously remove the fatigue from my pilots. So that's everybody ready to go. Big advantage of a Flashpoint with no consecutives. I mean, consecutives, that can be a right pain. Alright, second mission. We have... Where are we? We've got an urban mission, so it's an assassinate mission, urban. We've got, again, the same difficulty of 17. Because it's urban, I'm probably going to change... Just thinking, I might take my Black Rose 2A with its carronade instead of one of these. I think the new wishes are still a really good idea. They're pretty fast moving through. Most of the problems with urbans, with railguns, you've got to have really good line of sight, and it's not always going to happen. So yeah, we're going to switch to the Black Rose. Obviously we'll take out Ajax because he is not my Black Rose pilot, and we will instead... Who is my Black Rose pilot? Oh, isn't it embarrassing when you start thinking, I don't even remember who I usually put in them. It's Ether. There we go. You can see... Oh no, it isn't. Ether's one of my railgun. Oh, Gremlin, sorry. Honestly, I really need that second coffee of the morning. Okay, so, right, Black Rose with its carronade. I'm sure I must have shown you guys what the carronade is before, but I would just link it to you. Obviously, with the change for Long Tom artillery, we're not able to take the dual Long Toms that so many people used to use. This thing is like 3 Long Toms at once. However, just take a look at that misfire chance. Yep, it's 37% misfire chance per shot. So if you fire 2 or 3 shots, you can expect this thing to take damage. It can take 2 points of misfire and then it will blow up. So if you use one, yeah, by all means, fire off 3 sometimes because it can like really sort of cover the map in explosives. Just be aware it's going to explode. What I've actually done to minimise my exploding risk of misfiring, I've got a number of items on this. We've got the compact enhanced imaging, which gives you a 20% reduction to misfire, I think, isn't it? Am I imagining that, or is that really there? No, it's not. That's weird. I could have sworn I'd put something... Oh no, I'm talking rubbish. It's the FCS that does that, isn't it? The advanced TC, not the compact. Like, again, I'm going to just say, yeah, it's the coffee. I really should have had my second coffee before filming, but hey. So, the FCS Advanced TC is a 20% multiplier to jam chance, and I've also picked up one of these BC jams, which adds another 25% multiplier to jam chance. On top of that, my pilot has this lovely ability, Control Bursts, so I can further reduce the jam chance by 20%, and always remember, jam and misfire, it's the same thing. It's just that if it jams, it just doesn't fire next turn. If it misfires, it does damage to the weapon or even explodes spectacularly and blowing your entire mech up. So, as you can see, we've got 3 different ways there of reducing the amount of jam chance and misfire, plus of course Gunnery 10 will give you another 10% jam chance reduction, and we've got 2 additional gunnery points, so it brings that up to 12. So I've done everything I can to reduce it, but my my carronade still misfires all the time. Anyway, I'll stop talking now, and we'll just drop.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, so this urban mission is the first time we're going to see the little Space Marines, and I think there's quite a lot of them against us. In fact, it might only be Space Marines.
Interface initiated.
Have I taken the wrong units for doing this? Not at all, because obviously battle armors take huge damage from Long Tom shells. Yeah, you can see our target is a Space Marine Captain. and we'll have lots of them. Now the problem with these little guys is they've got really good stealth armour, and they've got hard gel, and they've got chainswords. You do not want them to get too close to you, so I'm going to have to be quite careful. And of course they've thrown fog at me. You've noticed what I've done. I've changed my visuals so that even if I have fog, you're not just watching a simple grey soup. Because let's be honest, a grey soup, it might be fun when you're playing and you're actually experiencing the fog, but when you're watching, it's like, oh, I've just got some grey in front of me with some occasional shots going on. This isn't great. So, I've done this. Right, so we'll just run forward here with my new wishes. I thought I would actually see some of them. I'm pretty sure we've got some over this side, and I think we've got some up here. We can see we've got a marker here, and I'm sure, let's have a look, where does it say they are? Oh right, we've got a marker over this side as well. All three of the new wishes are going ahead to take up this group first, then move on to him, while I'm going to use my Black Rose to fire at the ground. I'm only going to use a single artillery shell because I don't want to risk blowing myself up before I can even see what I'm shooting at. But I'm going to target over here where we can see that there should be some approaching. I'm going to use an Inferno because any battle armour that walks through fire takes considerable damage. Let's see if we can hit anything. There we go. I always think that's funny. If you fire at the ground with an artillery and it hits something, you always get the response from the pilot that it's them that's losing armour. But as you can see, we've done quite a bit of damage to, what, probably 2, maybe 3 different battle armours over there? Maybe 4. Actually, I think that's 4 battle armours we've managed to damage, so that was a really good shell. Good job, Gremlin. Right, moving on to round 2, where we'll finally get visuals.
If I were planning an ambush, this is where I'd put it.
I doubt we'll see these lot, although they... because you can see now they're taking burn damage as well. Actually, I should have taken Svelte with me, because then every one of those battle armors that fell over, it could have actually gone and damaged the pilot, because most of them will be jumping or running. And there's all their little hard gel repairs. I mean, they're nice little battle armors. They're 5 tons, and the weapons on them are just awesome. Right, hopefully I'll be able to show you in a second. Let's have a look. Okay, so all we can see, we've got 5 bolters, and we've got melee 59. I mean, that's not bad, is it, for a little guy? It's because they should have chainswords on them as well, but at the moment we can't seem to see the chainswords. Right, so, who am I going to shoot at? I'm going to... Now, the problem I've got, if I activate Control Burst, I can't then attack the ground, and it's these lot over here that I really want to hit. So I'm going to keep it to just 1 shell for now, and I'm going to, again, use it to attack the ground. Let's see where they've moved up to. It's always worth clicking, because that will centre you on where the game pretty much thinks they are. So if I was to go over here, you see, it centres me on these guys. If I go over here, it centres me here. So this suggests that the place I want to hit is right about there. So that's what I will do. I will lob an Inferno shell straight on top of them, hopefully. There we go, lots more damage to them. That should still be eating away at their damage. Again, Gremlin thinks it's ripped up a bunch of her armour. Now the peculiar thing is, because she's got the compact enhanced imaging, it means she has ace skill, and when you're shooting at the ground you have no choice but to move. You can't then end, because for some reason it locks that out. I'm not sure why. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn a little bit so I'm facing that direction. I think... Oh, these guys have already moved, so I don't really have much choice but to move up and see if I can get them in line of sight. Doesn't look like I can, so I think I will just stay slightly... I know it sounds being really scared. It's like, hold on, these are 5 tons. You've got 130 tons of mech there, but as I said, you really don't want these swarming you, because they're so mean. What I might do is I might shoot the build... Oh no, it wouldn't help me because it's on a pedestal. No, we're just going to sit there ready for next turn, when we'll be able to move forward and finally do some damage to them. I mean, from range point of view, they're not going to do anything to my new issues, but if they get into melee and they hit me, or even worse, swarm me, it's going to hurt a lot. So when you're on this mission, don't mess around. Bring plenty of stuff that you know can take out battle armors, because you're against, I think there's at least 9 battle armors here. There might even be a whole group here with the leader, so you might be up against 12 battle armor groups, which is pretty impressive. Now, in previous days, I would have actually tried to destroy some of the electrical transformers that are near them. For now, I wouldn't do it. They seem to have changed. If you take out an electrical transformer or a coolant exchange, every single one of my units across the battlefield is going to get hurt. I mean, this, you see this transformer here, you'd think that would be ideal. It's right next to that Space Marine, it's close to that one. But if I do it, they probably won't even be hit. All it's going to hit is my own 4 units, so don't do it. Avoid them. They're no longer the tactical option they used to be, because something has gone really odd with them, and I don't know what it is. I have reported it, so I think Red Bat said he'd have a look into it at some point, but there's just so many things at the moment that he's looking into, so it might be a while. Okay, loads more hard gel repairs. Right, we are starting. Oops, we're starting to see them appear on the left-hand side. We've got one of the units here, has taken some damage. We've got others that must be walking through the fire still because they're taking burn damage. So that's really good. You see, though, even though I've managed to be lobbing these long-term shells on top of them, how little damage has he taken? And you can see their total armour. 275 points of armour, 125 structure for a 5-ton unit. They're so tough. They're proper Space Marines. They never told us which Legion they're from, though. I wonder if we can see from the decals. What have we got? Ultramarine on there? Have we got... No, I can't see anything that suggests which Legion they're from, unfortunately. That's a shame, because it'd be quite nice to know. Right, so what I can do now, I've got clear line of sight with Gremlin, or I've got a line of sight. I can put control bursts on, and I can up the number of artillery to 3. I'm carrying on using Infernos because, A, it's going to do lots of damage to the... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to switch... Oops, wrong button. I'm going to switch to using some of my FAE, the incendiary bolt, whatever they're called. I don't know what I'm talking about nowadays. Right, let's fire. As soon as this is over, I'm getting my coffee, and then I'll actually start talking sense again. Oh, look at the damage that's done to them. As you can see, we've just stripped off almost all of the armour from these guys. However, they still have hard gel. That's still going to recover, and as I was saying what would happen, my Carronade has of course critted and misfired. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop it down to just 2 artillery shells, which will reduce it by 37% misfire, because you don't want 3 misfires in a mission, otherwise you will lose your weapon. And you could even lose your entire mech, even a Black Rose. Because it can blow up with all the shells going off at once, which is not what you want to happen. Right. I can move into range now of this first Space Marine here. I could go into the cover, but I want to have as clear a line of sight as I can and the highest accuracy, because I'm just 2 turns away from them going and swarming me. I think we may as well boost it to damage. I know it slightly reduces our accuracy, but it's 72 points of damage then, and hopefully we can take a couple of them out of action. There we go, we've taken 2 of the 5 out. They are so tough.
What can I do for you?
A lot of people I know have done this mission. They've actually focused entirely on bringing artillery with them, simply because you saw what happened there, where the long tom shell hit with the thermobaric. It's worth it, you know. I mean, you're going to end up taking out a lot of stuff pretty fast. Again, we're going to ramp it up to damage.
Here we go!
You can see as well they take very little damage, because you would have normally expected over 100 points of damage from the damage version. In fact, 120, is it? Yeah, 30% extra, so 110. And yet, I was only doing 76 points of damage because of their armour reduction. I'll have to show you at the end when we've got some in salvage. They're just absolutely amazing little, units. Right, all I need. Can you believe this? 330-ton mechs are shooting against 1 battle armour, and we still haven't destroyed it. We're down to just 1 of the 5 left. All I need is 1 of these to hit. I think we're in good hands here.
Target confirmed.
There we go. It's down. 1 down, a lot to go.
Hostile eliminated.
Alright, so that means the next lot we've got just coming up the ramp there. We've got some, oh god, we've got some coming up the ramp behind us as well. I'm just wondering, unfortunately I think we've lost line of sight of this one. I was hoping to show you just how much armour it's recovered in that last turn. There goes their little bolters. I mean, they're like pea shooters against my newishers, but as far as weapons go for battle armors, they're really, really good. Yeah, I really wanted to be able to show you what happened to that one, because I think its armour will have probably gone up back up to about half of the rate where it was. Oh, it can wait, can't it? I can show you at the end. There's no hurry. I'm going to target that particular one there now. I'm down to just 2. The only reason I'm using 2 is because when you use control bursts, it lasts for 2 turns. So I've got the additional jam protection. So I'm hoping I won't have another crit, otherwise I'm down to just 1 shot for the rest of the mission.
Here we go.
Oh, we got 2 thermobarics right on top of him. And we've got another misfire. So that is the final misfire I can afford with my carronade, so I'm taking it down to just 1 artillery for the rest of this mission. That's a shame. And you can see we've completely stripped off the armour, but barely touched the structure again. Right.
Got something you want done?
So I could charge it. What do you reckon? No, we can't. That would be just stupid, wouldn't it? We've got 10% charge hit. What am I doing? He is in cover, which is a bit of a pain, but we can get a side shot at him, which increases our accuracy. So we'll just move up to here, and again we'll try and take him out of action. We're down to just 41 points of damage. I mean, these hyper lasers do 100 points of damage, and because of the reduction that the Space Marine themselves get, plus the use of being in the trees, just 41 points. Ah, is it worth overclocking it? I'd probably risk it being damaged, but I think it's worth it because I need him out of action.
Fire it.
Have we taken 2 out? We've taken 1 out, we've damaged another, so that's not so bad.
Reporting critical hit.
Here you go, you can see they've got chainswords, they've got jump jets, they've got boarding claws. They're just all round.
Got your back.
Pretty amazing little battle armors.
On my way.
They don't have the stealth that that you might have with some of the units, like, and they don't have the protection from heat damage that the salamanders do. Same tonnage,
Say goodbye.
but it's just the chainswords. The chainswords are the best thing ever on these things.
That was a critical hit, lad.
Right, so
I
that's
hear
2
ya.
of them down. Let's see if we can just finish off the last one. The last 2, I should say. We just need 2 of these to hit, and hopefully that's enough to finish them. No! One of them's still up.
Another hit like that and you're toast.
On the other hand, we're going to see how much repair that we get. Let's have a look. So his when it's finished pinging all over the place. Right. He didn't seem to repair. Maybe I damaged his hard gel too much. And he's now walked through fire, so he's taken another 15 points of damage. Oh no, he's swarmed. Oh, that means I'm going to have to waste a turn swatting at him to get rid of him. I'm just glad it's just a single unit left swarming, because otherwise I would be in quite a bit of trouble.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Right, I noticed when we had a look over here, you can see this is the unit that 2 turns ago we completely stripped off his armour. Remember? He was down to literally 1 or 5 armour or something. He's now all the way back up here. I mean, it's like, what? But we've got a nice clustering here of 3, so I'm going to drop a single thermobaric on top of them. Although they're getting a bit close now, so I'm getting a slightly bit concerned here. We are now too close to drop a thermobaric on top of them. So I'm going to have to... I think if I go back into mech mode, I can get a bit more speed. And we can... we're running away from 5-ton mechs. I know, it's embarrassing, but yeah, it's got to be done. Right, so we're going to target the one in the middle with the thermobaric, and let's hope that that's enough to at least take some of them out. No, they're so tough. We did do some structure damage. No, we didn't even do structure damage. Oh, we did on that one. This one's now on its way to being destroyed, so that's a good sign. Right, now who had the... This is the unit that has got 1 swarming, so I could just keep it on me for now, because I think it's just 1 unit, it's badly damaged, or we could swat it away. It's just that we've got this other one that's just coming up behind us, so I think I'm going to have to walk forward and shoot it this turn.
Affirmative.
Right, let's see if we can take this one out of action. We've got decent damage, decent accuracy because it's in the open, and we've taken 3 out with the first round of shooting. That's really... Oh, 4 out. That was really good shooting.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So we'll now bring the other new issue forward with the Supras. I'm going to turn the laser pulse modules off. I know it reduced the action. Oh no, I'm not. 35% without it. The problem is my pulse modules are going to start having a risk of failure soon. There we go. That's a second Space Marine down. It's taken until turn 6, and we have now destroyed 2 battle armor squads. That's how tough these things are. You just can't mess with them. Right, I know there's something coming up behind me, so I'm going to head back over this way, I think. Although we do... No, we've got the one around the corner, haven't we? This one here. I think I'm going to head to here and then shoot the building out from under it. I assume they take fall damage. They've got to, haven't they? For this one, I really don't need a laser pulse module because I'm shooting a building.
Roger that.
Let's see if battle armor takes full damage. Oh, is that it? 10 full damage?
Commander.
That wasn't a lot, was it? I'm also now concerned that one's going to swarm one of my units because they're pretty fast too, although he has got to come all the way around the corner and up the ramp. Right, so what have we got moving? We've got quite a lot going on. Where's the main target? I haven't even seen him yet. Okay, the swarm is fine. It's just doing 6 points of damage now because it must have lost all of its weaponry. I don't think it's got a chainsaw. Oh no, that one swarmed. I'm going to swap these things off and get rid of them because we can't keep these on us.
Commander.
Right, looks like I'm okay to shoot this time on the Black Rose. We've got a really good grouping here of 3 still. Look at that. So if we hit that middle one, if we can get it, I think we're going to try high explosive this time, see if that does more damage.
Affirmative.
Boom! Have we seen any... Yes, we've taken 2 out from... Oh, look at that! He's got... How is that possible? 2 points of structure left. Some of these must be on less than 1 point of structure. That's quite impressive. 3 have survived with a total of 2 structure. Okay. Right, I'm going to put Vigilance on because I just want to go first next turn. Because if I can get them again when they're nicely grouped like that, it should be easy to take out another. Now, did the high explosive do more than the FAE? I think it did, didn't it? I mean, that looked pretty effective.
Good to go.
Okay, I'm just going to turn off my pulse module, I'm going to turn off my buffered VDNI, and I'm going to have to swat this little turd off me. Is this the one that's got one? Yeah, there it is. You can see at the moment it's almost full health. Unfortunately, all swatting does is basically sits you there, and that's it. 93% chance to swat. I could alternatively roll for 95%, but then I'm on the ground. I think it's safer to swat. Let's see if it works. Yes, we've knocked them off. And they've taken some damage. They've lost 2 of their units by taking damage. That's not bad going at all. Right, this one also has some on board, so again, turning off. You can see the laser pulse module has already reached critical stage, so leaving that off for now. And we'll swat this one. Hopefully if we're able to get that, it should be another one of the battle armor squads gone, and it is. There we go. Now Rain can come down here. Is it worth kicking? I think it's worth kicking. I mean, that thing's just been swatted off me, so it's a fairly high chance to kick. You can see 70% chance. Yeah, let's do it. If we can get the kick and the shots, we should hopefully wipe out this other squad. We did. We hit with the kick, which has taken out another. We just need 2 hits to hit. We got the 2. Did they both die? They did. We've taken out... Oh, one of them survived. So we've, at this point in this mission, turn 8, we've still only taken out 3 battle armor squads. These things are bonkers. I love them. Unfortunately, I did not get to fire first, but it looks like they're still tightly grouped up over there, so I think we should be alright with Gremlin. That one's gone and swarmed me again.
Hey, what's the paint, pal?
It's just 1 unit, so I can swat that off, and then it will be gone. Right. Gremlin is far enough away. We're going to put back in siege mode. We're going to take another step away just to keep that distance, because otherwise we're going to have 3 units after us before long. All 3 of these have taken a fair amount of damage. I think I'm going to drop a thermobaric on them this time because it should mean that they walk through fire and finish some off.
Confirmed.
We've got to at least kill one off because it had like 2 points of structure last turn. There we go. Another one's taken out of action.
Critical hit.
And the main one in the centre has lost one of its 5 units and is now on really low structure. This one's lost all of its armour.
Yes, Commander.
It's going quite well over there. Right. Who have we got first? We have got Rain, who has got the one swarming. So let's swat this thing off me. 95% chance. I think we missed. I think... Oh, we did. We failed to swat the damn thing off.
What can I do for you?
Right, what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to go around the corner because we've got another sitting here. I wonder if we can get into line of sight. We can. So I'm rushing around the corner here with my new wisher. I mean, the speed that these new wishers can get now that the pilots have got maximum skills is absolutely brilliant for a super heavy. What have we got? We've got 52% accuracy without the pulse module and the DNI, 54% with the DNI and with the pulse module as well, which has gone back down to 0 on this one. 87%, that's well worth it. Let's see how many of these we can take out.
Our primary target is
Ah, this is the captain, the commander.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 of the 5 commander units are now out of action.
Talk to me.
I wonder if we can get into line of sight. No, it doesn't look as though I can get line of sight anywhere. That's a shame. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to rush back up the hill because we know that there's some more over this side. So at least that puts me in a position to start taking them out when they get close. I thought there was anyway. I thought there was one that was climbing up this ramp. Was I wrong?
Our target is making a break for it.
Now that's something Space Marines would never do. They would never ever evacuate. I mean, this Space Marine is now trying to run for his life. Come on. That's just wrong. I mean, they were designed to be the toughest things on these, you know, in the entire galaxy. So there's absolutely no way they wouldn't run away from Gene Stealers. They wouldn't run away from Tyranids. They wouldn't run away from Eldar. So there's no way they would run away from some new wishers, even if the new wishers were taking them apart. Are we in? I just need to check. I think I might have got too close to these guys to be able to shoot them. I have, again, you see, I've got too close. Now, if I was to move just one space, which is all you can do when you're in siege mode, I don't think I'll be close, far enough away then. If I was to do a sprint in siege mode, no. So we're going to take it out of siege mode again, and we're going to take it around the corner as far as we can, so that hopefully I can lob a shell back at these two. Yeah, we're back in range. I mean, that's one of the problems with the Carronade. It does have really strange range. It's got quite a large minimum range. It's got a fairly short maximum range. I have increased it because I've got some of the stuff on there to decrease minimum range and increase max. But even so, it's not the easiest weapon to position. So another thermobaric at them, and boom! Okay, it looks like we have... Have we taken one out? Have we taken 2 out? I can't see. Have they all died? Yes, we've taken 2 Space Marine squads out with that single shot. Great job there, Gremlin.
Receiving you.
Okie dokie, so we are being swarmed still with rain, so yeah, make sure you turn off your compact image enhancing because you don't want to accidentally go into your pilot. And let's try another SWAT. 95% chance it should finish this squad off if he's able to knock him off. He's gone. So that's the supporting enemy forces are now completely removed from the battle. And we're chasing after the fleeing commander. It just feels wrong seeing a Space Marine run for their lives. I mean, come on. If they were Imperial Guard, I could understand it. Space Marines, no. I do have a 5% chance of failure here with my pulse module. I'm going to take it because otherwise my accuracy is going to be useless.
You're not gonna like this.
I think that's it. We've hit. Yes, we're done. We have taken him out of action. It looks like we still have one more unit somewhere. Where are you hiding? Apparently it's coming up the ramp over here, so it looks like we're going to need to head over that way if we're going to find it. I think what we're going to do, we are going to run Harkonnen straight back down this slope here. I mean, obviously we do have the Carronade to fire at it. It should come into view, I would have thought, because I'm surprised we can't see it. There he is. How much damage has it taken? Don't know. Absolutely no idea. Putting it straight back into siege mode. Let's drop a thermobaric on his head. Oh, you can see he's already quite badly damaged, so hopefully this thermobaric will take out 1 or 2 of these squad. Oh, that was right in the middle of them. And 2 of the squad members are out of action.
Ready for orders.
Now, I want to pick up as many of these Space Marine parts as I can. I should have probably brought Blaine along, the new RTO that was based on me somehow. And yeah, he gives +2 salvage for each mission, so well worth it if you want to come into a mission and pick up as much as salvage as you possibly can.
Waiting for orders.
Right, got to remember to turn my pulse module off because it's at 10% failure chance already. I don't think Wraith is going to get anywhere close to being in line of sight. The problem I've had with Wraith, she had the event happen that unfortunately means she's now cautious. And what does cautious mean? She's now got -1 accuracy. And she gained that by giving a letter to another one of the crew. I mean, come on. You give a letter and it shakes you so badly that it knocks your accuracy by 1. I'm just hoping the other event to remove it will appear at some point soon, because at this time it's just such a shame because she's so less accurate than Harkonnen now. Right, I don't think Harkonnen's going to be in line of sight yet. No, not quite. But I may as well destroy this building just because I can.
Engaging target.
Advantage of energy weapons on them. Ooh, okay, that
Target destroyed.
I hadn't noticed actually. There's an electrical transformer there. Do not want that to go down because then that will destroy my own units as well. Right, I don't think I'm going to be able to shoot it now because it's way too close. I might be able to still move far enough away, but you notice the Space Marines are pretty quick, really. Let's see if that's taken us far enough away. Now, I'm going to do this. Am I going to do this? Because if I do, it risks hitting the transformer, doesn't it? I'm going to drop a high explosive on him. Slightly lower radius. Oh no, it's gone near the transformer. Don't you stupid thing. Oh, this is what I mean about transformers. Look at that. Every one of my units has been hit on the map, and the Space Marine hasn't. Unbelievable. There's something really bugged with electrical transformers and coolants. I don't know why. I don't know why it's changed. I used to use them all the time as one of my primary tactics on this sort of map. You know, you would find a transformer, and you would use it.
Roger that.
You would basically go and blow it up if any of their units were near it, and you'd be, most of the time you'd be safe. Yeah, occasionally it would go and chain further away, but not that often, to be fair.
Engaging.
Have we taken any more out? Yes, we've taken another one out, so we've just got the
Critical
2
hit,
units
Commander.
to remove, and then that'll be mission over. I would imagine
your back.
Harkonnen can do this. If he can't, he probably needs to go back in the simulator.
I'm moving.
I mean, it's got to be fairly high accuracy. He's close. He's got his pulse module on. Yeah, just 2 of these need hit. Of course, one of them survived.
That was a critical.
Ah, come on.
Good to go.
Right, I'm not going to get into line of sight with Wraith because she's completely the wrong side of the map at the moment. So that it looks like the final tough little Space Marine is going to get one last turn. He's not close enough to come in and swarm me, but he'll come in and shoot me with his bolter. So yeah, job done. There we go. Little bit of final vengeance, 5 points of damage. Okay, Harkonnen, finish him off. Oh, it's only 54% accuracy because it's now standing inside of the transformer area.
Roger.
There we go, we've got the hit that we needed. And that's the second mission completed, and hopefully lots and lots of Space Marine parts. Yeah, this is ultimately though the units fought till they died, except the commander. He ran away. Just so wrong.
Mission successful.
Okay, 1.3 million payouts. That means not as much salvage as I'd have liked. Did I get to choose how much salvage I had for this mission, or was it default? Oh, I think it was default, wasn't it? Look at all these Space Marine parts. You'll notice we get no weaponry, it's just parts of the battle armors, so this is what they are. We have little 5-ton units. They've got, obviously, anti-mech tactics and ankle biter, which are fairly standard 20 and 40 point affinities for for any battle armor. But I just want these because as many as I can make as possible, it means I will get hold of some of their chainswords, and then I can make my lethal squad that will go in close. It looks like I picked up 9 parts. That's enough to build 3 Space Marines with my current picks. So that's really good. Right, let's move on to the third mission. I'm just trying to think. I think I think this next mission might be against the Baneblades, but it might be a base defense. Let's find out. Right, so we're back in high orbit. So we're going to get a little bit more information here. They've got a lead for us. Okay, yeah, they are clearly the victims of some sort of misjump. They've not just jumped into the wrong area of space, they've jumped into the completely wrong dimension. So let's have a look and see what it... Yeah, so regardless, we have problems. I think we might get an option here as to what we do with the next mission. Yeah, that's it. They are fixing or rebuilding an even larger tank on the planet. And not just one. We can fight multiple Baneblades. These are the biggest unit that you will ever face. 316 tons. So we can choose to either destroy or capture the base. Now, what I'm not sure is if we actually keep getting Baneblades if we capture the base rather than destroy it. It might be that case, but I don't think I've ever seen one drop in another mission. Not like the blimp, which can appear as some of the reinforcements that come out of the motor pool. So I don't know. I think I'll probably go for destroy the base or capture the base. Oh, let's go for capture. I think I did destroy last time. Yeah, let's see if we can profit from this. It would be neat, but the Baneblade is the thing that some of you have probably noticed the 500 rated engine. It's for this unit. It's for the Baneblade because again, it's what it has in the lore. But that 500 rated unit is utterly useless for any other unit in game. You can basically build a mech that might have a machine gun. If you use a 200-ton mech and do everything you can to fit that engine, almost pointless. I'm going to have to repair my units because obviously getting that... I should not have dropped that shell on it. Getting the electrical transformer destroyed has done quite a bit of damage to my team. So before we drop for Heretek 3, we're just going to do a bit of repairs here, bring them all back online. Oh, that's embarrassing, wasn't it? I also need to go back, of course, and fix the crits that occurred to my two different weapons. So the 2A has had its... Carronade critted, but thankfully not destroyed, so that was close. So we'll repair that one up. And my new wish would be one of the hyper lasers also critted. I mean, hyper lasers do have a very high crit rate. I'll just show you what I've done with this one. It's similar to the Black Rose, where I put on a BC Jam and an advanced TC. So the advanced TC gives me some jam chance reduction, and of course wherever it is hiding, the BC Jam further increases that. But even then, I mean, you know, hyper lasers have got 20% chance of misfire in normal mode, 30% in overclocked. It's less than the Carronade, which is 37 and 74. But even so, I often get one of my hyper lasers crit, but generally I won't get a second crit, so I do risk carrying on firing them. So let's get these repaired up, and then we can drop for the third and I think final mission. Although we might have a base defense mission afterwards. I don't know, something brings it. Or it might just be I'm thinking because when you've completed this Flashpoint, not only do you get the unlock for the Phoenix Hawk, but you do also unlock being able to have these as the OpFor in well, at least base defense missions. There possibly in others, I'm not sure. I'd have to check. So right, what am I doing? I'm clicking on Mech Bay when I meant to click on Command Center. Once again, the lack of coffee is raising its head. Again, difficulty 17. A lot of interference planet side, may lose communications with her employer. Interesting. I'm going for maximum salvage because this is the mother lode. This is the mission, if it's the one with the Baneblade, where you can make shed loads of cash. Now what I'm not sure, obviously the destroy base is a target acquisition mission. If you do that, you can probably get more cash than if you do this. I'm not sure if we'll see multiple Baneblades in this mission, but we certainly do if you choose the target acquisition. Hey, let's live and learn. Let's find out what this does. It's been a long time since I've done the capture base version. Now, as far as units, obviously we are up against something incredibly tough. What was the biome? We're in an urban biome. Ah, that's a pain. So I'm just trying to think. It would be the normal one with the base in the middle. Where are the Baneblades going to come from? I don't know. What I'm going to do is I think we're going to have to bring a Black Rose because we're going to have to bring along some railguns. We've got to have something that can take, and as ever I put the wrong railgun in, we're going to have something that can take the Baneblades out of action fast. So that's pretty, actually we'll bring Ether. That's pretty much my main option here. We will have a lot of other tanks, so I'm going to bring the other New Wishers because they've all got protection against it. Black Rose is almost certainly going to be the target. Okay, let's drop.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, here we go, dropping. I'm now just worried that this may be a form of target acquisition mission. And I don't have anything fast enough to go and do that. Let's see what it brings up for me. Yeah, basic grunt. They're not grunts. Grunts are orcs. Oh dear, honestly. Some minor inaccuracies there, but I might just be being a bit picky. Okay, so it looks like it is the standard base that we would have for flashpoints. I don't know though where, I do hope we're going to face Baneblades. It's going to be such a shame if we don't. If I've chosen the wrong mission, I'm going to be really quite sad actually. Right, so we can run forward without currently seeing anybody. Yeah, it looks like we've got nobody at all on line of visuals. I mean, obviously our sensors are off for this turn, so it's not that surprising. Right, next turn the sensors will be online, we'll be able to see everything. Have we got a Baneblade? It looks like this is a good way of actually getting more Space Marines, because we've got at least one Space Marine squad there, and I'm assuming there's plenty of others sitting around somewhere. I don't think I can bring Ether up the slope far enough, because my New Issues are in the way, so I'm going to have to reserve him.
I'll wait here for now.
That's got to be one of the turrets firing at me, has it? Or is it a tank? What are we up against?
How can I help?
I don't know. Let's run forward and see what we can find and shoot.
Accelerating to maximum speed.
Oh, we've got loads of Space Marines. So it looks like if you choose this option, this is a great one if you want to get hold of more battle armors. If it doesn't have the Baneblade though, we're not going to have the massive payday. So it looks like the target acquisition mission is going to be the one if you want the payday. Yeah, I'm now wishing I'd actually gone for target acquisition. Oh well, right, we're just going to shoot this long tom turret before it shoots us. I think I should have probably done a push shot to reduce its... Oh yes, it's about to fire. Ouch. That's not so bad. It was a glancing hit, thankfully. It has left a whole load of flames around me. But glancing hit nonetheless. I can hear lots of other Space Marines popping up. I can only see two. There's got to be another one somewhere. We will get reinforcements, because on this mission you always have reinforcements over here. Do you know, I can't actually remember if I've ever done this version of it. I may have. It might be that every single time I've done this, I've always done the target acquisition with the Baneblades. But like I said, I'm actually going to be quite upset if I don't get to face some Baneblades, because they pay out massive amounts of C-bills. I mean, literally, you do this Flashpoint, you collect enough Baneblade parts, and you're good to go for at least 2 or 3 years in game. It's like that good. Seriously, 2 or 3 years with the amount of Baneblade parts you pick up. What have we got? Heavy Callio. I think we're going to have to take up the Long Tom, because that's clearly the most dangerous. We won't have enough damage unless I go overclocked on it, so overclocked it is.
Roger.
That should finish it off, but will it crit one of my hype? It hasn't finished it off. You've got to be kidding. Well, oh man, look at that. It's got 10 points of structure left. Oh, well, at least on the plus side, none of my hyper lasers critted, so that's got to be a good sign. Right, we have not got able to get into range with anything with my railguns. I'm actually wondering if a railgun was the right thing to take now, because it's not going to be very good against the Space Marines. And to be fair, the turrets are going to be mostly out of action before the rest of us get here, so who knows. Right, what have we got now? We've got Space Marines there. And there's my dog barking at the postman on their way to the door, so I'm just going to shut the door so that she's a little bit less noisy. Sorry about that. Okay, Ether can go first. Yeah, I can use Ether to go against some of the turrets. If I go to here, that's a little bit risky. I'm bound. It's going to be 99% chance to hit, isn't it? And if I miss, I end up shooting one of my own units in the back. So, can you guess what's going to happen here? Yep, I'm probably going to shoot my own unit in the back. Right, 480 points of damage. That's not going to be enough to take it out of action, is it? But at least it'll take mostly out of action, so then I can finish it off with my lasers. Right, yeah, we'll do the same on that one.
No problem. I've got enough guns for everyone.
They've put some really tough turrets against us, so if you come and do this mission, bring something to take out, like, proper turrets. I mean, you know, we've got battle armor, and we've got top level turrets from this sort of mission. Okay, I think the most dangerous turret is still the Long Tom, so we're just going to take that out of action now. I'm a bit concerned I've just walked a bit close to those Space Marines. I should probably not have done that because they're probably going to swarm me. Okay, that's the Long Tom out of action. We can take out the Heavy Calliope on the left because that was almost down. What was that shooting at me? That can't have been a Space Marine, surely.
Still solid.
Oh no, it's probably the command this command turret here. That was a large Rex hitting me, wasn't it?
Good to go.
Right, move forward again with Wraith. I think if we use Wraith to take out the Heavy Calliope, that should harden Calliope. It's already got MMLs out of action for this turn anyway, but it's got 4 X pulses, so let's get rid of them. Okay, 2 turrets down, 2 to go.
Target destroyed.
Davian defenders. That's interesting. They're calling the Space Marines Davian. I suppose they have to be given a faction of some sort, but I would have thought perhaps calling them locals or pirates may have worked better. Maybe I'm just being overly picky at this point. Right, standard shot so that we don't end up losing this. I think we should be able to. Yeah, we can take this heavy turret out of action too. So that's 3 of the 4 turrets out of action.
Turret destroyed.
Right, so we're going to have to start thinking about these Space Marines because I can see 4 squads that are all approaching quite fast. That one's getting far too close. I'm not too worried about their bolters from this range, but when they do get closer and swarm, that's when we could have trouble. Although they're doing it, you know, brave little souls. Yeah, I'm 5 tons in my Space Marine armour. You're 130 ton, in their mind, a Titan. But they're still willing to try and take you out of action. You got to give them credit for that. Okay, we will move forward with Ether to here, and we'll just use both shots against the remaining turret, which should take it straight out of action. Yep. Okay, that's all 4 turrets down, so now we just have the 4 Space Marines to deal with. We do have a close one here. I'm just going to stand here because they're still 2 turns away from being able to swarm. I'm not going to bother moving because I can't see the point. I'm going to have to put my pulse module and laser buffered VDNI on to get a decent accuracy, and then we'll bump it up as well by taking it into the damage mode. So 72 accuracy damage should take out hopefully 3 or 4 of them. There we go, 4 are down.
Take that.
Very nicely done. And we're just going to stand there.
Commander?
I'm going to do exactly the same here with Wraith against this one this time, because it's worth taking out. Obviously that one's down to just 1, so even if it swarms it's no longer particularly dangerous, and some of its weaponry may have been damaged. So we're going to do exactly the same here, see how many of them we can take out. We have taken out 3 of this group, that's excellent. And then hopefully Rain with his hyper lasers can finish off those 2. I think we'll focus on those, and then we've got the other one coming up from behind, plus I have to remember this one at the side here can jump in and join us at any moment. All we need is 2 of these hyper lasers to hit.
Target locked. It's go time.
And they're down. No, they're not! Ha! 1 survived. Unbelievable. Okay, what do we have going on next? That remaining Space Marine is making its way closer. It's now within swarm range for next turn, but that's fine, we can finish it off. Ooh, we've got a jumping Space Marine getting closer. Where did that land? Can anyone see it?
Light damage. Holding firm.
Okay, that one's really close now, and we've got... Oh, this one's now in amongst the trees, the trees over here, so that's going to be protected.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
I think what we're going to try and do is fire a couple of rail guns straight into the one that's hiding in the trees from ether.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I'm going to put mech mode on. Let's go around the corner slightly. We are out of range of being swarmed, so that's not so bad. Accuracy is 80%, so I'm going to use Warlord to boost it up to probably 85. 85, yeah. 196 damage. We should take out 2 of them if we hit with both. we still only hit with 1.
Want some more?
Oh, at least... Oh, no, we didn't. We must have hit with 2, because we've taken 2 out. So that's only 3 of those left on the side. Oh, what do we do? I'm thinking... Because those are the bigger risk, I'm going to walk across to the side here with Wraith. I'm not going to get too close. So I think if I stand here, I'm just out of swarming range. But you see, it's only 53% accuracy. It's only 43 damage. At least we can take some out. We did. We took another out, so we're down to just 2 of those.
That's a critical hit.
But it's like, how can I be scared of having tiny little Space Marines coming up close to me? Because they're nasty. That's how. I think we're going to step back with Rain, and we're going to take out the 2 that are on the grass. So 69% actually, 2 hits, and that will be both of them down. I think we got 3 hits. Oh, we've only taken 1 of the 3 of the last 2 down.
On that one.
Okay, so that leaves 3 Space Marine squads with just 1 unit in each. I think we can finish them off now, don't you? Let's take this one out because he's the closest. Yeah, 78% accuracy. We will still have reinforcements arriving. Does that mean we're going to see a Baneblade as a reinforcement? Are we going to see a Baneblade at all? I can't imagine that Lady Elector would have made this Flashpoint and not given us the opportunity to fight a Baneblade with whatever option we chose, because that would be such a shame. Okay, I'm thinking this Space Marine might try and swarm me. Did he swarm, or is he standing next to me? No, he's swarmed. Swarm attack success. Ugh, has that one done another swarm? Swarm attack. So I'm being swarmed by 2 now, and we've still got the full squad of 5 getting closer every turn. I think we're going to leave. If they'd have only shot the other one, they could have shot their own Space Marines. I think I'm going to leave swatting them until next turn. For now, I'm just going to move across to the side here with the Black Rose. So we've got siege mode on, so accuracy is pretty high. 99% accuracy, 328 damage. You would think that would pretty much take them all out, but it'd probably just take 2 out.
Firing everything I've got.
And yes, it's just taken 2 out, as you can see. The others have full damage, so basically those 2 took a full railgun to them, so no wonder they're dead. That's the one thing that makes it really difficult to get rid of battle armors. It's ever so much easier if you've got a unit that has got some sort of scattering effect, because then the weapons are going to hit everything. I mean, this is why a lot of the specific anti-battle armor areas have got scattering abilities. Right, let's fire full 4 shots and hopefully kill at least 2 or 3 of them. 2 more down, so we're just down to 1 left in that squad. So we've now got 3 squads of 3. Sorry, 3 squads of 1. If Rain shoots this one, yeah, Rain can do this. That's not going to miss, is it? There we go. First one of the Space Marine squads is down. Second one's down, sorry.
1 left target.
So that will leave me the opportunity to swarm, or to swat the swarm that is on Wraith. Oh, it's already on Harkonnen. I must have already used Wraith. Right, before I do that, I'm going to turn off the buffer to BD&I. I'm going to turn off the pulse module, so we don't want them going and critting on me. I don't need to use Phantom. Why did I click that? Lack of coffee, clearly, again. Okay, swatting this one. Let's see if it finishes off this one. Yes, he's been removed. He has not been destroyed, though. Unbelievable. So he's going to jump straight back on, so I'm being swarmed again. That is one of the problems with battle armors. You can knock them off, and then they'll jump straight back on again. If you're planning to knock them off in most missions, I would recommend having someone really close next door, just ready to shoot them, so that if they fall on the ground, they can then be shot by another unit. So I'm going to swat here with Wraith to get rid of this one. Is it going to work? Yes, there we go. That one's now been destroyed, so we're down to just 1 last Space Marine. I think at this stage I'm going to sort of run forward with Ether because we need to get into position for the reinforcements that will eventually arrive when I've captured the base. And Rain is going to do exactly the same, so turn the laser pulse module off so it gets a chance to cool down. Rain's going to start heading over to get ready to capture the base itself. I'm going to send the other two new wishes down each side, I think. But for now, Harkonnen is going to make sure he... I'm just thinking, did I switch everything off? You see, I was sloppy there. I went and swatted that battle armour off, but I forgot to turn these two off. I'm lucky that neither have blown up on Wraith. Right, Harkonnens are already off, so anyway, I'm going to swat this last battle armour, hopefully finish it, and the last Space Marine is gone.
Good work, Commander. Proceed to the next objective.
Right, so now we're into free movement. I'm going to go with Wraith first to make sure I switch these off before she goes and does damage to herself. Wraith's going to head over to the right-hand side, passing down the base, because as we know, when the reinforcements come in, there'll be a couple over here, there'll be a couple over here. So that's Wraith's direction. Harkonnen, on the other hand, is going to go straight down this long road here. And it's going to be Rain's job to go and actually capture the base.
On my way.
I mean, yeah, I could have gone with slightly faster units, but I didn't. Oh, here we go. What have we got appearing? Your destruction is assured. This is just because we've got within range of the base. So it's now going to warn us that there are probably point defences. They're going to say, watch out, we've got turrets. No, just that. He's just threatening us. Good old Commissar. I think what I'm going to do with Ether is I'm going to bring them back and I'm going to put them on top of this building here next turn. I'll show you how that works. It's quite good fun actually. So back Ether goes. And then we're moving on to the next turn. Are we going to have reinforcements yet? We're not, no. So we're just going to carry on running straight down the path here with Harkonnen. And then, as ever, Rain is going to head towards the base to capture it. And Wraith is also heading over to the right hand side to follow down there. So this is what I was saying. What we can do now with the Black Rose, how on earth can I get up on top of the building? Careful manoeuvres, that's how. We can use careful manoeuvres to climb buildings and get amazing vantage points for snipers.
Got it.
So here it goes, look, I just love it. I mean, I know that's a little bit cheesy, it really is. But now look at that, I mean that's great coverage of the battlefield from up there, isn't it? So I don't care how cheesy it is, I'm doing it, and that's fine by me. Right, so Rain is going to head up the ramp towards the base. He's still a couple of turns away, I'm afraid, from capturing it. Yeah, super heavies aren't the fastest, but they're not that bad, to be fair.
I've got eyes
Here we go. The reinforcements have arrived. I think it's going to just be Space Marines again. I'm really concerned. I've missed out on the chance to actually get hold of my own Baneblade. Oh, that's going to be gutting, isn't it? What have we got? Oh no, we've got Predators, okay. It looks like it's just Leman Russ and Predators that are coming in. It doesn't look as though we've got anything stronger. Maybe there's going to be a fourth mission to follow up from this. We've got 2 Predators. Is it 2 Predators, 2 Leman Russ? I think so. I mean, again, we've got this lovely electrical transformer that in days gone by, I would have just blown that up because it would have probably mostly taken out or completely taken out that Leman Russ. Now, I don't dare touch it, because if I do, it's going to hurt my units, probably not theirs. Stupid broken transformers. Right, let's run forward one more turn with Rain. As you can see, he can't currently shoot anyone because there's nobody in line of sight. Can Ether? Yeah, Ether's got a good line of sight on that Predator there. I'm just wondering though, I might wait a turn because I think that Leman Russ and that one are then come into line of sight, so I'm going to reserve Ether. Because then hopefully I can take 2 out in one turn.
Standing by.
Does mean I'm going to have to face the Leman Russ going and pummeling my units with their artillery. But I should have probably... I should have known that was going to happen. So I should have reserved with... not reserved. I should have braced with Rain so that he was better... Oh, and Harkonnen, ouch. That took quite a lot of damage. That may not be fully recoverable, this mission. Right, I'm going to move forward with Harkonnen. We're going to then switch on all of his stuff. So, buffered VDNI, laser pulse. We are in range there of taking this Predator out in one shot, hopefully. There we go, it's down. Right, what do we have next? We've got Wraith. Wraith, I don't think... Oh, Wraith will have line of sight, but not for the damaging. So, as I said, I'm just going to remind you how this works last mission. You can see, if we go in there, the damage is too short a range, but because we've got variable range weaponry, it does this weird thing. So if I run in,
Right, Commander.
and I think, oh yeah, look, I could have maybe hit it with standard shots, which you can, because as soon as you switch it to standard, you can see it's now within range, because it shows it is, but I can't target it. So if this happens to you, use offensive push, and then it allows you to target it. You can come out of offensive push now, and then you can just target it normally. It's one of those strange little things that crops up because of these multi-range weaponry. So if that happens to you, that's how you fix it.
Firing on target.
So we did get through the armour. Is it enough? No, that Leman Russ is still standing.
What can I do for you?
Okay, it looks as though we only have line of sight on one of them from Ether. I'm just wondering though, if I take that one out there, where's that one hiding down there? So we're not going to be able to shoot that. We'll just fire 2 shots, so that one, Leman Russ, make sure it goes. So, where are we? I completely confused myself there again, and I was thinking, why hasn't that fired? It's because I clicked the wrong button.
And stay down.
Yeah, I'm not sure recording first thing in the morning is a good idea. It's I don't deal well without enough caffeine in my system. I know a lot of people are like that.
I hear ya.
Right, there's no point using Ether at this stage because he has not got line of sight, so I'll reserve him out.
You've got my attention.
Harkonnen doesn't either, so let's turn off the VDNI and pulse module, and we're going to run up the ramp further so we're getting closer to the one that's hiding behind here. I'm hoping we will be able to go before this Leman Russ and finish it off. We're both on 17, I think Wraith will get to go first, so it should be fine. Yeah, it's possible I might be able to use Rain as well. No.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Ether gets another turn. I can go to there and take out the Predator, so that's good. I mean, it's well worth getting snipers on top of buildings like this because it gives you just such an amazing view of the battlefield. Okay, so we're just down to 1 Leman Russ. It'd be interesting to see what mission I come up against next, because I could have sworn... now the problem I've got here, because I'm going before the turn 17s, it means the Leman Russ is going to go before Wraith does. So I'm going to switch to Wraith for a second. No, I can't.
Yes,
And unfortunately, I don't think I can get line of sight anywhere. I could go back round the corner, but then I'm another turn away from taking the base. Yeah, I'll do that. I may as well try and take it out and reduce the amount of damage coming into my units. So, pulse module on, enhance imaging on, and let's destroy this darn thing.
Taking the shot.
Right, so that is the final unit down. Now we still have to capture the base, and then we'll be done on this mission. And then I find out if I have actually missed out on the chance to get the payday of masses of Baneblades. I'm a little bit worried about that, because I really don't want to miss out on that, because like I said, it will pay for literally years worth of monthly costs. Well, one more turn, we'll just take the base, and then we'll be done. Wraith may as well do it, because she's up here now. There's no point doing anything with Harkonnen, because he may as well just brace. Switch off the pulse and the compact for Rain and brace, and switch off the compact for Ether, and that is the end of the mission. So, we did find the real command post this time, and luckily for you, our death will be slow and painful. Heretek. This is why it's called Heretek, because obviously the Space Marines are all about the heresy, the Horus Heresy, and everything that goes with that, so they're a little bit obsessive. And I say a little bit, but I mean ever so obsessive. Right, let's move on and see what happens next.
Mission successful.
Okay, reasonable payout. I mean, parts, again, we're probably just mostly focusing on making sure we get all those Space Marines. Because, in my mind, they're the most important, because I want as many chainswords as possible, and this is the only way of getting them. Do we get any XLs? We did get... Oh, just the normal XL, not the XXL. That's a shame, so neither of the Leman Russ gave us their engines. We will finish off with just some Leman Russ because it's reasonable salvage pay. What are we going to get? 27 before and 51 with all of the bonus picks. Okay, let's move on. Right, minor repairs. It looks like the Flashpoint is still active, so I think we get to fight the Baneblade, but I've no idea what mission. Maybe we have to destroy the base after all, and all I've done is give myself one extra mission to do. So let's repair up. I'm going to pop into the mech bay just to make sure that none of my units need additional repair. They don't, that's good. One more day progress so that all of our pilots are back in action. There they are. So let's see what the Flashpoint takes us to next. So Heretek 4. After all of that, it looks like we do need to send their base sky high to pull out victory. Okay. So it looks as though during your options, if you pick that, you get that one more mission that we just did to capture the base, which gives you some more Space Marine parts. It gives you some more other salvage, and you still have to do the target acquisition mission. Now, as we know, target acquisition missions, we've got to have something fairly quick, so I cannot take the units that I've been taking so far. I've got to switch it for something faster. Unfortunately, I don't have any of my lambs ready. I was going to produce some of the big lambs, but I'm still waiting to get hold of my own Mach 2 lamb. Right, so I think my only real option is to take my Shrike. So what I'll do is I'm going to switch the Newisher B for the Shrike, because we're going to have something fast. So that is always piloted by our favourite friend Oddball, strange character that he is. I'm going to keep my Newisher Prime because that's going to be my main tank, but I think I need my second unit with railguns because I am going to be up against Baneblades, and I'm going to want to take them out of action as soon as they spawn. And yes, I mean multiple Baneblades, multiple 316-ton units. So it's going to be an interesting challenge. What I'm going to actually do is try and get as many of them as possible as well. With target acquisition missions, you can get the mission done as quickly as you like, and the faster you do it, the less multiple bonus extra drops you have appear. If you leave it going, which is what I'm going to do, we will get lots of extra multiple drops and lots of extra Baneblades, I hope, and lots of sea bills. Let's drop.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, here we go, the final mission of Heretek against the Baneblade, the 316-ton tank. Ooh, we're in a Martian environment. That's not where I was expecting to be. For some reason, I just had the impression that we were going to be in some nice sort of sunny clime. We're going to be against a lot of different units of Predators, a lot of units of Leman Russ, there might be some Space Marines. It's quite a messy mission. So, we need to get into a firing position as quickly as we can. What can I do? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to run forward actually with Harkonnen to here, because it also puts him into protection, because you've got... what is this called in this environment? It's like a dust storm or something, isn't it? Right, we're going to have to go forward even further, aren't we, with Oddball, because he's got a lot of work to do. He's got to take out these 3 positions before the timer runs out. And how many turns have we got? We have got 9 rounds, so ooh, that's not many, is it? Right, Oddball, your work is going to be cut out for you, mate. I think we're going to have to take him as far forward as possible so that we can take hold of that one on the very first turn.
Have a little fun.
Yeah, we'll just risk it. I'm sure he'll be fine. And there it is. There's the Baneblade. Look at this thing. Isn't it a beauty? I mean, these are the decals that Electo has on her own Baneblade. So she's actually copied the model that she's got and put it into game. And isn't it awesome? 316 tons of nastiness. Yeah, we need to take those out of action really fast before they take us out of action. My main way of doing that is going to be getting my railguns into line of sight. Can I do that even?
Affirmative.
Now, the one problem I'm going to have on this mission is I do have to extract at some point as well. And unfortunately, I have brought railgun units. They're not the fastest. They're not the slowest either, to be fair. So we should be okay. What concerns me, though, is we're going to be hit by a number of Leman Russ with their artillery cannon. Oh, here we go. So we've got a group of 4 up here. We've got a group of 4 up here. We must have another group of 4 sitting around here, plus the Baneblade. I actually think... I'm almost thinking I should probably take them out before I even consider the Baneblade, because they're going to be the things that really damage me here. with all that heat coming in, that's not good. Look at the Shrike. It's already starting to overheat because of the Leman Russ missiles. Then there's another one about to fire. This is not good. This is not good at all.
Have a little faith.
Okay, okay, we'll have a little faith, Oddball. I mean, luckily, Oddball has got hardened ferrofibrous, so he's got hard gel built in as well, so he will recover.
Barely hit, Commander.
But we are going to have to take out those tanks, because however nasty the Baneblade is, the little guys are even worse. We're not going to have any Black Roses left at this rate before they get a chance to take him out.
Oh yeah, man. I mean,
right, let's have a look. We can now see what's on board the Baneblade. It has a thumper cannon, it has a long tom cannon, 4 heavy bolters and 2 laser cannons. It's actually not very heavily armed considering what it is. But because of the number of lasers that are on this entire field, I'm going to switch on the particle field dampener, I'm going to switch on the DNI on Oddball, and then he's going to jump over to here. So he's going to get as many pips as he can. It looks like he can get 5 if he lands within here. I'm going to angle him about like that so that he doesn't have the rear facing any of the enemy. Now what we're going to find is that as soon as I've done this, it's going to open the motor pool. We will have a Baneblade every 3 turns appearing from here. So the pressure is really on now. I've got to get this done. Yeah, I've just got to get this done. This is like real pressure now. So I think the Baneblade will. Ooh, yes, the Baneblade shooting at Oddball. Luckily, his armor's pretty damn tough.
Hey, Kelly, what the hell's going on out there, man?
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot Oddball also has Phantom, and he really should have used it. Right. We're going to have to still run forward as fast as we can. Does it make any difference? It does, a little bit of difference. So we're going to run forward with Ajax the Black Rose, put on the buffered VDNI, and we're going to have to try and take out 2 of these tanks. I'm hoping I get the accuracy to do it. We don't. You see, we're overheating. We've got poor accuracy because of that. We run. We'll just take out the ones. That's 1 Leman Russ. It's out of action.
1 left target.
ETH is going to have to do exactly the same thing. I don't know, let's have a look and see. If I just stand still first, do I get higher accuracy? No, it's still only 41%. 64% for that. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna have to move forward because we've got to get these into line of sight of where the Baneblades are to take them out of action fast. The primary target here is the Leman Russ because obviously with its sniper artillery, it's going to be nasty if we don't get rid of it. Oh, we did. That's 2 Leman Russ down. That's absolutely fantastic. Even though the accuracy was poor because we're overheating, they're doing really well. Okay, Harkonnen also has Phantom, so he's now switched that on. He's going to run around the corner. He's not going to quite run around the corner. He's going to just run in front of the 2 Black Roses. We don't have... Oh, we can just shoot the 1, so we may as well just try and do what we can, see if we can take out this Predator. It's not bad accuracy. It says shutdown alert, but it's really not going to shut down.
Confirmed.
There's a bit of miscalculation. When you've got a load of really good heat resistance in your units... Oh no, more Baneblades incoming. Yep, now we're going to have to be really careful. Actually, what I'm wondering, because we have got... do we have turrets? We don't have turrets in this mission. That's lucky. But we do have the turret control.
Hey, Kelly, what the hell's going on out there, man?
There we go, we've now got 2 Baneblades against us. This is... this is getting silly fast. Okay, right, we've got to get something done, because otherwise, even though they've only got long tom cannon and stuff like that, they're going to start hurting before we know what happens. I think Oddball's going to have to jump around the back, because otherwise he himself is going to get torn apart if we're not careful. Yeah, Oddball's taking a real hammering here. We need his Phantom on, and we need him out of there. Thankfully, the 2 Leman Russ that have fired at him have actually overshot with their AE, so he hasn't... Oh, we've got someone behind him now, that's not good.
Long before we ever even get inside that town.
Okay, what have we got still? We've got... I don't think the Baneblades are going to go first, are they? Again, we've been really lucky. All 3 of these Leman Russ that have shot at us have overshot with their AEs. So Oddball has actually survived much better than I thought he would.
A cafe about 10 miles south of Masurier, and I wondered if you could do me a favor.
Right, so we're going to have to... I mean, I could actually jump onto one of these, but because we've got like I said, we're really pressed for time. He's got to get to these two still in 7 rounds. So I'm just going to jump to the back here. He's actually going to stand on the base, and he's going to brace here to reduce the damage incoming. Have to excuse me, I've got to cough. Sorry about that. All this talking, I forgot to give myself a drink. Again, don't record in the morning, guys, not until you've had enough coffee. Not a good call. Can I even get into line of sight of the... I can't yet get into line of sight of the Baneblades. That means we're going to risk having 3 Baneblades coming up on us. I'm going to just sprint forward here as much as I can with Ajax. Next turn he's definitely going to be in line of sight of them, I think, because he should just be able to go over the rise. We're going... oh, crikey. 35% chance to hit. That's not great, is it? Oh, let's just do it. Okay, excellent. We've taken out another Predator. I could not have asked for better given the low accuracy. Right. Harkonnen. Harkonnen can move into the full line of sight of these Baneblades. That means he's going to be the main target. Try and take him a bit far enough away. I'm going to brace so that he gets damage reduction. There's no point in me shooting it with, oh my god, 700 armour on the side, 600 on the back. That's a lot. As I was saying, there's no point shooting the Baneblades with my Supras, because it's not going to help. What will help is to get rid of the damn Leman Russ, and that one is in prime location there to be shot at. So let's see if we can take it out of action. We've broken through its armour, but not enough to take it out. That is a shame. Oh, here we go. I mean, this is why I've brought Harkonnen with his prime. This is a pure tanking mech. It needs to be to come up against these Baneblades.
Waiting for orders.
Right, I don't think I can get anything into line of sight. Oh wait, I can. I can actually get that Baneblade in line of sight with Ether, so I'm going to risk it. I'm going to take him around the corner here. And let's see, what accuracy have I got? 99% on that one. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. We're just going to plant 2 shells straight into this Baneblade. I doubt it'll break through unless it hits the rear. Ooh, is it worth me trying it? I'm going to try an offensive push on it as well, because at least then it will reduce its move. Oh, it's only 7% chance to hit the rear. We will get 750. It's almost enough to take it through if we can get 2 of them straight into the side there. It looks like we've hit 2 different locations, so it's not as good as I had hoped, but it'll do. And Harkonnen's being torn apart by the other Baneblade.
You're gonna regret that.
Now you've got to remember, we're just 2 turns away from a 3rd Baneblade joining us on the battlefield. This is going to get really nasty really fast. Right, I'm just going to walk Harkonnen forward.
Moving out.
We are going to have to... yeah, we can still use Vigilance again, because obviously he is going to be taking so much damage. What I need, though, is to take out one of the Leman Russ. We've already damaged the one up there, so I may as well try and finish that one off. Can I do it without the pulse module on? Yes, yes I can.
Roger that.
And is it down? Yes, we've got rid of another Leman Russ. Excellent.
What a waste.
Right, we've got to finish off one, or ideally both of these Baneblades this turn, otherwise things are going to turn... it's just going to get so bad for me. Okay, Oddball is going to carry on jumping across.
We can sneak right up the edge of town, nobody will hear us, right?
I think we've turned off his blue particle shield, because at this stage I'm not thinking he's going to get shot at. I'm actually going to take him all the way up here, so he'll be leaping into that target zone on the turn after. Okay, so we're going to... actually, I'm going to put him on passive for the ECM, because he's now well out of range of affecting them, so it gives him extra protection himself. Oh, we are now one more... I think next turn we're going to get another Baneblade appear. I'm not kidding. It means it's just... oh dear. Harkonnen is going to have to take out the small tanks, because at this time I need both my railguns to finish off these Baneblades. And I've got to do it so fast. Oh no, Harkonnen's starting to overheat. This isn't good. Right, Ether gets a turn. Ether has a clear line of shot on that Baneblade. Let's see how badly damaged it is. We've already hit it twice. Okay, last turn we hit it in the turret, we hit it in the side. We're going to go straight for the side and hopefully finish it off.
Firing everything I've got.
Yes, one Baneblade is down. Okay, so we just need to get Ajax into range of the other one. I think we're going to take a step forward with Ether because we're going to have to move forward because the other one is right where the next one is going to spawn next turn. If I put him into siege mode, can I get it into line of sight? No. Well, I can, but he's already got two. I need to walk him forward, I think, because I've got to remove all of the instability on Ajax. Problem is he is now standing inside fire, but that's not so bad. If we try, we should be able to take out the Baneblade. Come on, we need 2 lucky shots straight in the side. No, we haven't. Oh, where's it going to shoot? It's fine, it's going after the new Wisher. That's the one we wanted it to take out. Ouch. Okay, this is actually hurting a lot more than I thought it would. Look at the state of him. Even though he's repairing each turn. It's and the bad news is I don't have enough to use Vigilance. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to reserve Harkonnen, because I need Vigilance on him, otherwise he is going to die. So at least this way he's still protected at this stage before I move him. And I'm hoping that if I can take out one of the others... Yeah, still not got enough, so he's going to have to reserve again. If I can take out the other Baneblade, because next turn we get yet another Baneblade arrive. If I can take that out, it should give me enough available to put Vigilance on Harkonnen, I hope. Actually, in some ways, that's quite a relief that Ajax was the target there of that Predator, because poor old Harkonnen is really struggling now. That's the target that I need to get rid of. I've got to get rid of the Leman Russ with Harkonnen, because that thing is causing me no end of grief.
How beautiful it is out here.
Right. We're now moving on to the second point of capture. Once again, my dumbass dog is barking around in the background. Honestly, she's a schnoodle. It's like, if anything walks past the window, she has to see it off. She's a lovely little creature, but also a pain in the bum. We're still going to have to reserve Harkonnen because we're still not able to put Vigilance on. So we have got Ajax. Ajax is going to go into standard siege mode and take 1 step forward. Right. How badly damaged is this current Baneblade? Can we finish it off? This will also help remove some of its... oh, hold on, that was only 8%? What can we shoot? We're going to have to try shooting the side. We're going to go for the right-hand side and hope that we can get 2 shots straight into it. It will reduce its initiatives. Oh, we've broken through the armour. We have broken through the armour, so... Oh, we're still not ready for using Harkonnen. This is so frustrating.
Let them make the first mistake.
Ether, can you get into line of sight of the Baneblade? Come on, I need you to be able to take it out of action for me. Yes, if I run forward to there, I can do this. So at least that means we will only have, assuming I can hit the side, we will only have the 1 new Baneblade to worry about. We've got a 50-50 chance here of finishing this thing off. No, it survived! Oh, what am I going to do? Okay, the other option is I can just use Harkonnen to do it, I suppose. But I really needed him to go and brace. But, oh, I could either stand here and brace, or I can try and shoot this thing in the side. I mean, the accuracy's there, isn't it? And it's only got, what, 72 damage. I need 2 of these to hit. So again, 50-50 chance of finishing it off. I think that's 2. It's down! That was nicely done, because otherwise that Baneblade was about to open fire. Yes, we know the dropship's inbound, and I think we have got a new Baneblade has just arrived, and there it is. It's like a never-ending fight. But you notice that's now 2 Baneblades worth of salvage I've already picked up. The problem is, can Harkonnen survive this or not? Because we've got to get rid of that Leman Russ, because that thing is proving to be really nasty.
Always with the negative waves, Moriarty. Always with the negative waves.
I'm just wondering if I jump above here, because I've still got 4 turns to land on that one, so I don't want to actually go in just yet.
Have a little fight.
What I'm hoping is that Oddball can be a bit of a distraction himself. Is it worth trying to shoot? I don't think so. I think all I should do is I should brace there and hope that they try and shoot me. This isn't good, because of course Harkonnen is not braced, so Harkonnen is taking huge amounts of damage. Right, what I'm hoping is that on this first turn I can use Ajax to actually take out the Baneblade in one single turn. We've got a 71% chance of hitting the side. All we need is 2 hits and we're probably taking it out. Oh, we've done some damage but not enough.
Roger.
So Ether, it's your up. Oh, I've gone and blocked his line of sight a bit. If I put him in siege mode, can I get into line of sight? I probably can if I sprint, can't I? Yes. Of course, now I've actually got my own unit straight in between. So if I miss, I'm going to end up hitting Harkonnen in the back. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Oh, here goes. Right. So Baneblade. Let's see if we can take this thing out. We just need one of these to hit the side, and it might do it. No, he's still alive! Unbelievable! We're going to have to do the same again this turn. So Harkonnen is coming forwards, and it's his job to take out the Baneblade. Well, ooh, it's not looking as good as it was last turn. We can try and take out the turret, I suppose, but I don't know. I can't really risk damage shots because it's going to be too high heat. I really need to increase my accuracy, so I think... Oh, hold on. He's got Phantom. I really should use that, because that reduces incoming damage. Let's give it a go. Let's see if we can finish this thing off. It's going to overheat me. I risk shutting down. It's down. We've got a 3rd Baneblade down.
That's one less hostile on the field.
Okay, so we can actually focus on taking out some of these annoying little tanks on the next turn. Because they're starting to do a lot of damage to my team, and we could really do with them off the field. Now, of course, we are going to carry on getting Baneblades until that base is destroyed. I've still got 3 turns to place the artillery beacon, so I'm going to leave it until the last possible moment. Ouch! Because I want to get as many Baneblades as I can, and I want as much Baneblade salvage as I can get to see how many hundreds of millions, and yes, hundreds of millions of Seabills worth of salvage I can pick up. Oh, Harkonnen's in real trouble. He risks actually blowing up at this stage.
That guy's got to be a full fanatic freak, otherwise he would have split out of this town 20 minutes ago.
I'm just having a look at their turns. We're on 18, they're on 18, so I can actually take this Leman Russ out by jumping on it from behind. I think. Do I not get any better accuracies? 58, 77. I think we've got to try it, haven't we? Because if we can take that out, it stops the Leman Russ firing.
Always put the negative way.
Come on, land on it. Yes, there we go.
He got decapitated.
Jade Talon straight through the cockpit. Yeah, of course, as ever, Oddball does not like actually taking things out of action because it damages him. Okay, we're just going to nudge forward here with Ajax, and we should be able to take out 2 of these units. The Leman Russ are the most dangerous because they've got the artillery, haven't they? Yes, they've got the sniper artillery cannon, so we definitely want that out of action, but we should be able to take both of these. There goes one. There goes the other. Now, when it's Harkonnen's turn, I am simply going to have to step forward and brace, because otherwise he is probably at risk. Look, 35% risk of the emergency coolant exploding. That's not good. We're going to turn off the pulse, we're going to turn off the VDNI, and we're just going to sit here and brace and hope it takes its heat down and doesn't blow up.
Let her cool down.
Oh, we did it! They did not blow up. I don't know how that happened, but that is awesome. It was getting a little bit nervy there. Right. Walk forward with Ether. Let's see if we can take this out. How many shots have I still got left? 14, so plenty. I'm just going to fire a single shot at the Predator. And that's the last of the Predators down. Okay, so now all we're waiting for is the additional reinforcements, which I think are arriving about now? Where did that Leman Russ come from? Is that a new Leman Russ? It's got to be a new Leman Russ. Well, where's the Predator? Now, I
Oh, yeah,
thought
man,
we were going to get a Predator as well. We've got 2
no
turns
sweat,
left to
yeah.
place the beacon, so I'm just going to jump over here, because next turn I
Have a
will be
little
placing the
fight.
beacon. What I don't understand is, I thought when this Leman Russ appeared, we would get another Baneblade. Oh well. Perhaps we have just got the 1 unit this turn. That's fine by me, because it gives me a chance to really recover.
Confirmed.
So, single shot should be plenty to take this thing out of action. As you can see, it's still warning me shutdown limit, because I'm walking through fire and it's not really quite sure how to calculate it all, but my units are perfectly safe. So, have no
Target
fear.
eliminated. Commander?
Right, I think we're going to take him out of siege mode, and we're going to start running forward, because we've got quite a lot of distance to cover, because the escape route is actually near where Oddball is at the moment. So, while we are going to get more Baneblades, because I'm sure there's going to be 1 turn up now. No, apparently not.
You've got my attention.
Oh no, still haven't finished. Right. I'm going to have to just brace again with Harkonnen, because he's in some real trouble still. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's another set of reinforcements. And we've got additional reinforcements incoming. What are they for? I wasn't expecting them, were you?
Now go on,
Interesting.
get down into your hole.
Right, we're going to just jump into the here, because we need to make sure we get this. Because this is the final round that we can actually place a beacon. And now we can see we have got another Baneblade sitting right there. I'm going to put Phantom on in case it decides to shoot at Oddball. What have we got? We've got a Leman Russ and we've got a Baneblade.
Orders.
Now, Ajax is going to take out that Leman Russ, because I don't want any more of these damn fires being shot at me. So, siege mode is on, buffered VDNI is on. We're going to go for multi-target. We're going to get the Leman Russ. Oh, I think we'll put Warlord on to make sure we've got a higher chance of hitting. And we'll fire the second one straight into the Predator. Predator? Baneblade? I'll eventually say the right name. There we go. Let's see if we can take the Man Russ is... What happened? Oh, he actually hit one that was on the ground already dead. Unbelievable. No. I was thinking, hold on, it said it hit the Leman Russ. What's going on? Oh, and that's why I wanted that Leman Russ down before.
Okay, that
Never
was
mind.
bad.
Okay, Ether's job is going to be to take out the Baneblade. There's not a lot else I can do at this stage. He's got to take it out of action, because otherwise it's gonna tear us apart. So let's see what we can do. We are gonna put Warlord on so we get higher accuracy. We're gonna go for offensive push. Where did that other shot hit? Hopefully it's hit the side and broken through the armour partially. Why can't I target this thing? This is strange. I can't seem to target it. Oh, there we go. I have now 77% chance. I'm just having a look though. It's actually had front damage. What have we got there? We've only got a 60. Is that 60% chance or 77? I think we're going to have to risk hitting it in the front, because that's already damaged. Let's see if we can take it out of action.
Everything I've got.
No, we haven't. So the Baneblade is now active and going to hit us. Right, we're going to put Vigilance on, because we need extra protection from this. Let's go forward a little bit, so at least Harkonnen's a bit further out of away from the 2 black roses. Let's have a look. Can we finish this thing off? How much damage is it taking? I don't think we've even broken through the armour, so probably not. No, we've not even taken through the armour. We've got 300 damage would be needed to take out the rear. We're not going to be able to realistically do that, so I think what we're going to have to do is just shoot the Leman Russ. If we just put the buffered VDNI on, we just shoot as normal. Hopefully that'll be enough to finish off the Leman Russ. So at least that's one less thing to worry about next turn. There we go.
Follow my lead.
But we do now have a Baneblade about to shoot Harkonnen. Oh dear, here we go. Oh no, he's taken on Oddball. Actually, that's quite a relief. So Harkonnen gets a turn to recover. We've now taken all 3 of their locations, and we've got reinforcements have arrived as well. As you can see, it has not dropped units that are part of the Space Marines. So what have we been given to fight against? We've got a King Crab, we've got a Mackie, we've got a rocket carrier that has to die, and we've got a heavy laser carrier. Strange combination of things. Right, we're going to go forwards with Harkonnen.
Roger.
And I think we're just going to get him, I'm just looking at my initiatives, that's fine, we can easily take out the Baneblade. We're going to get him to take out the rocket carrier, because that thing is the most dangerous up there. Because if those rockets all fire, it's gonna hurt. There we go, that's the rocket carrier out of action at least, so that's good.
That's one less hostile on the field.
Now, I'm assuming this is actually the kill team now. That's interesting.
Well,
I wasn't expecting them to arrive until much later.
Everyone's knocking themselves out to be heroes. We are holding ourselves
I
in
think we're
reserve.
going to reserve Oddball because he is braced, he's got high pips. I really don't want him getting shot by the Baneblade.
Location confirmed.
Right, let's see if Ajax can finish this thing off. What have we got? We can shoot at the front or the rear. So rear is only 7.5%, 54% at the front. We're going to have to try and take it out in front because unfortunately the side that's taking it is away from us. We just need 2 to hit. We've broken through the armour, but it's not enough.
Good to go.
Unfortunately, I was hoping to use Ether to take out some of them up there, but now Ether's job is going to be to finish off that Baneblade.
Coordinates received.
So, come on Ether, you can do it. What have we got? How did it hit the far side? I can't aim at the far side. I hit it. Interesting. Right, 2 more shots at the front. Let's see if this is enough to pop it. And there goes Baneblade number 4.
That's a kill.
Right. I think we still have to evac, so the evac point is all the way over here, so I'm afraid you guys are going to have to wait a while I do that,
New Yorker like you, a hero is some type of weird sandwich.
or I
Some
suppose
nut who takes
I
on
could
3 titles.
go and skip a lot of that so you don't have to watch it. We're going to turn off his DNI because it's time for Oddball to leave the fight. He's actually just going straight over to the extraction point now. He's not a lot of use in this mission, to be fair. I don't want to bring him over there to try and take out the reinforcements. But I do think we're still going to get 1 more Baneblade before this fires, because the impact is in 2 rounds. It'll be tight. We might get a 5th Baneblade, but I could not have possibly got any more unless I had started with a really fast unit and actually captured the zone on the first turn. Okay, that hurt.
Damage minimal.
Warning.
Right, here we go. Yes, we have now got the 5th Baneblade is on the field. Yeah, I kid you not. We have now got a 5th Baneblade. I'm just going to step forward with Ajax and then we should see it. There it is. So I think we're going to have to do the same again. We're going to have to try and take out both because what have we got? 19. Okay, we're going to... Yes, whatever. We'll try and take out the Leman Russ and we'll try and take out the Baneblade. 1 shot at each. Let's hope the Leman Russ is out of action straight away. It is. Excellent. Okay, the Baneblade has taken 400 points of damage. Oddball, he's just going to skip, so he's got high pips in case he gets shot at if the Baneblade survives. So we're going to have to move forward with Ether. This will be the final Baneblade of the mission, number 5. That's right, 5 Baneblades. And unfortunately, the side that could be damaged is facing away from me. No. If we can get both of these into the side, we could take it out.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
It doesn't look like we have. It looks like, no, we've got mixed damage all over it.
Talk to me.
Oh, this is less than ideal. We're going to move forward a little step anyway with Harkonnen. Just having a look to make sure that nothing of his is due to explode. That's fine. There's not really any point in him actually shooting the Baneblade. He is now in cover. I'm going to also give him some reserve, but I suspect the Baneblade will target Oddball because he's far enough away for the Long Tom. This King Crab has got to be taken out of action because that's quite a nasty thing when it was shooting me just now. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can headshot it.
I'm firing on the enemy.
Yeah, it looks promising. It was a headshot and the crab is down.
What a waste.
Okay, Oddball's still going to reserve because like I'm saying, he's got pips, he's got
advancing so fast
braced.
that everyone's knocking themselves out to be heroes.
Let's let them finish their turns.
In reserve.
Ooh, okay. That hurts as well. I am now wondering who the Baneblade is going to target, and we still have Oddball faffing around.
Well, our armies are advancing so fast.
Okay, so the Mackie is now
everyone's knocking
moving, and then the
themselves
next
out
one
to
to
be
move
heroes.
will
We are
be
holding
the
ourselves
Baneblades.
in reserve.
Given their attacking Ether, I'm afraid I think Ether is going to come under fire from the Baneblade here. Let's see who he targets. Yeah, he's gone after Ether. Oh, that's tearing through Ether's armour. That's not good, because the Black Roses do not have the protection that I've got in my new wishes. I mean, they're tough little things, but they're not that tough.
There you go, more next.
I'll break them in two.
Okay, looks like unfortunately we can't see the base being destroyed. I wanted to see it go. We can see it in the shadows over there, but we missed the actual fireworks. But there you go, the base is down, so that will be the last Baneblade we have to face. So we've got 3 units left on the field to destroy. Right, we're starting with Harkonnen. Harkonnen is going closer to the Baneblade, but he's actually going to face back and he's going to try and take out the laser carrier. Where is it? There's the laser carrier. I'm wondering if I'm close enough. I am close enough for damage, so this will ensure it goes down, because that's a lot of chemical lasers shooting at us. We're okay for all of the failures here, so we'll just try and take it out of action. There it goes. So that just leaves the Mackie and the 5th Baneblade. Do you know, I think when I've done this before, the maximum number of Baneblades I've had was like maybe 3 or 4, so getting 5, I'm well pleased with this. I haven't done it yet, of course. Haven't won yet, but it should be dead in a second. So we can now shoot the side that has already been damaged. Let's hope we can get 2 planted straight in it. Oh, it's still alive.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Again, this is a shame, because I was hoping Ether would be able to use one of his shots at the other thing, but we're going to have to take out the Baneblade. Ether is going to put Vigilance on, because obviously taking quite a lot of damage last turn, just in case he gets shot by the Mackie. Let's see if we can target this Baneblade. Right, we just need one of these to hit the side, and then it's down, and that will be 5 Bane... No, it survived! Unbelievable!
Go, more negative waves.
Oh, come on then, Oddball, can you even do this? We're going to bring him forward, and he's going to try and be the hero of the hour. Put the DNI cockpit back on. Has he got time? He has got Phantom he can come back on. Right, Oddball is the only chance I've got of finishing off this Baneblade. I either need a hit on the side, or I need a hit on the side. 29% hit chance. One of them's got a hit and it'll take it out. He's hit it! Is it enough? No, it's not enough! Okay, so that Baneblade is going to get another round of shooting in. That's a real pain. Who's he going to target? Is he going for Ajax? He's gone after Ether again, so I'm glad I braced. Oh, please don't break through your armour. No, Ether's okay. The Black Rose is going to survive. Right, Ether, get your revenge, mate.
Affirmative.
What I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to split my shooting, because, I mean, this Baneblade is so badly damaged, it's not going to need all of them to shoot it. And we want to get rid of that Mackie as well.
Roger that.
And there goes the 5th and final Baneblade. And the Mackie is down as well. Ooh, and we had a we had an explosion. And because it has one of the more primitive engines, look at the size of the explosion from that engine there. Isn't that amazing? Right, we do still have to extract, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my units in to extract, but I'm not going to make you guys watch this. I will skip through until I'm at the point where I'm about to put my last unit in, and then I will join you in a few seconds.
Have a little faith.
Sir Trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Okay, we're rejoining the battle now. I have been running along, but we now have the final kill team. So what have we got? We've got Demolisher, Demolisher, and Devastator. We've got 4 huge tanks have come to join us and try and take us out of action. We do have Ajax in range. Unfortunately, he's going to be quite open here, so we're definitely going to put Vigilance on so he's braced. Let's see if we can take 2 of these out at least to start with. What have we got for accuracies? Not the best. So I think what we'll do, we'll also add Warlord so we can increase our chance. We're going to take out the Devastator and the front one of the Demolishers, I think, because they've both got AC-20s.
Copy that.
There goes one. There goes the second. Excellent. So yeah, we have been moving towards the extraction zone, but as ever with this sort of mission, there is a kill team if you take too long, and here it is. I already thought I fought the kill team, because that other one said it was a kill team, didn't it? I wasn't imagining that, right? Well, anyway.
To a New Yorker like you, a
we've
hero
got more
is some
kill
type
teams
of
to
weird
fight.
sandwich. Not some nut who takes on 3 tigers.
Well, I'm right.
What's
Hey, look,
Oddball going to do? Is he going to jump on it?
We
Yes.
can sneak right up the edge of town, nobody will hear us, right?
I think Oddball also needs to put on Phantom before he does this. I doubt he's going to hit because he's actually overheating quite a lot already. But hey, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Oh, he has. He's landed on it. Is it enough to take the Demolisher out of action? Because it's hit it right on the rear. Not quite. The Demolisher lives for another day. Oh dear. Unfortunately, they have gone after Harkonnen, but that's not too big a problem because he is my tank. So if anyone's going to be shot, that's the unit I would much prefer to be shot than any other. Can I sprint forward and see? I'm just going to sprint forward anyway because I still got a long way to go with Ether. He can get a decent shot at this Demolisher. We're going to risk it and hopefully not hit Oddball. No, Oddball's fine. Excellent. So that's that Demolisher down. We have one left on the field. And Harkonnen's going to try and take that out. So he'll put his pulse module back on. He'll put his buffered BD&I on, get a bit closer, and let's see if we can finish it off. Okay, maximum damage. Is it enough? It's broken through, and it's down. Okay, so that's the kill squad down, and I'm going to skip again to get my units over to the evac zone, and we'll see you just as they're about to join that.
Commander?
Okay, welcome back to the last turn of Heretek. We can now finally reach the evac zone with all of my units. We've killed the kill team, we've killed the other kill team. I wasn't expecting to be quite honest with you. But hey, and we've killed 5 Baneblades. Let's go and collect our salvage.
Mission successful.
Okay, we get 1 million sea bills of payout, but that's nothing compared to what we're going to get for salvage. This is what we came for. We came here for the salvage. Oh, actually, look at the damage my units took. It's quite a tough mission. Be prepared to fight, but like I said, you don't have to fight all these Baneblades. If you have things that are fast enough to capture all 3 capture points at once, you will only face a total of 2 Baneblades, rather than 5. So now on to the salvage. This is what we came for. Of course, I also came to unlock the Phoenix Hawk 2C-LAM 3, which is an amazing unit. But look at these. Look at all these Baneblade parts I've got. So, why have I been raving about these? Watch what happens when one goes into salvage. 27 million. 55 million. 83 million. It just keeps on adding up. We've got 139 million from our own picks. I mean, we could have gone down and picked some of the other stuff, I suppose. You know, what have we got? We've got a few weapons, heavy mortars again. But honestly, why? Why would you want to when you can just pick up some of the best lucrative parts in the game? Just be careful not to sell them all at once. Otherwise, the anti-cheat might think you've found a way to generate sea bills for free. So, in total, we have pulled in, only 158 million. That's a shame. I was hoping to pick up more Baneblade parts and get a massive payday, but I'm happy with that. I mean, that's still a decent amount of pay. I think the highest I've ever had is just over 250 million from this mission. So let's move on and see what we get in the loot box. And to debrief, of course, in orbit. Okay, back in high orbit now. We're going to debrief. So Heretek 3. Faction representative cannot thank us enough for getting rid of these lunatics. And they found a cache of items. I think we get another Leman Russ, if I recall, but we'll find out in a second. Yeah, they're not going to give us another free Baneblade, are they? The Baneblade itself, it's purely a loot magnet. Don't bother trying to use it. It's not going to work in battle. I mean, you saw that they're okay. They've got reasonable armor. They've got reasonable weapons, but compared to a lot of other super heavies, they're just there for selling. So we're now going to go and pop open the loot crate and see what we were given. Oh yes, okay, that cost me nearly 2.8 million sea bills to repair and 32 days in the repair bay. It's quite a lot of damage considering that's just 4 units. But, you know, it's worth it. I'm going to go into the mech lab in a second to show you how much each one of them's worth. Oh wow, we got a Vibro Sword 1 ton. Yes, we were given an extra Predator. I knew we'd get one more of their tanks, I just couldn't remember if it was Predator or a Leman Russ.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
So let's go and have one quick look before we finish this. So now, of course, I have unlocked the Phoenix Hawk 2C-3-LAM, and that is the one that's got the triple BA bay. I've now also unlocked the Emperor's Children, well, not the Emperor's Children, because of course they were a Chaos Space Marine group, but you know what I mean. The actual Space Marine teams can become one of the OpFor that we're fighting, and I picked up a whole load of Space Marine parts, which is awesome. So let's just have a look and see how much we can scrap one of these parts for, shall we? That's my current units, just in case you were curious to see what I've got. So let's go into storage. Obviously the Baneblade has the heaviest of all. I only picked up 5 parts. That is so disappointing considering I killed 5 of them. There were 15 parts up for grabs there. But if we scrap one, they're not worth as much as they used to. That's interesting. So with the more recent update, these are worth much less. They actually used to scrap for 70 million each. And that's why the anti-cheat, or it might be 35 million each. It was a lot. Okay, they're only worth 5 million, but that's still 25 million that I've made just scrapping Baneblade, so I'm happy with that. It's almost doubled my current funds. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. So, I think that ends Heretek. I hope you've enjoyed watching this Flashpoint. It was quite long because there were 4 missions, although it does appear you can do it with just 3 if you'd have picked the option to go after the Baneblades straight away. But yeah, if you like, please like this. If you want to, please subscribe. I would really like that. Tell all your friends, and I will see you all on the battlefield.